Today we're talking about the first topic in consumer psychology, mental accounts. Have you ever met such a customer? You talked to him for a long time, with enthusiasm, and introduced your products in detail. Obviously, he was really attracted to the product, and felt that all aspects of the product were quite good. But at the end of the day, just because he thought the price was too expensive, he gave up. Is it really because he is cheap? Maybe you will notice that his clothes and accessories are actually very luxurious. You know, cheap and generous are relative. So, is there any way to make these seemingly stingy customers become generous? Welcome to Business Logic on the Whiteboard. In this video, we will analyze the hidden business logic behind stingy and generosity, and teach you how to solve this dilemma. In this world, in fact, there is no absolute stingy, there is no absolute generous. It boils down to a person's judgment of the value of a commodity, that is, whether he thinks your commodity is worth the price. He may be particularly stingy on this commodity, but surprisingly generous on many others. Why is this so? It's because, in our minds, money isn't stored in a uniform way. We will categorize the money and store it in different mental accounts. For example, there are daily life necessary expenses account, family construction and personal development account, emotional contact account, leisure and entertainment account, and so on. Let's say you're going to a baseball game this weekend. As you're about to leave, you realize you've lost your $30 gym membership. Would you still go to the game? For many people, the answer would be yes. It's a little depressing, but a baseball game is a baseball game, and losing your gym card doesn't affect your ability to go to the game. However, if the situation were to change and you were excited to go to a baseball game, you suddenly felt in your pocket and realized that the $30 that you intended to use to buy tickets for the game was gone. Would you still go? Most people would probably say, well, what's the point of going to the game when you don't have the money to buy the tickets, so you might as well just stay home and watch the sports channel. This leads to a particularly interesting phenomenon. The same $30 is lost, but the money for the gym card and the money for the baseball game tickets belong to different mental accounts in our minds. The money for the gym card belongs to the health management expense account. The money for the baseball game tickets belongs to the leisure and entertainment expense account. When you lose your gym card money, you think it has nothing to do with going to a baseball game, but if you lose the $30 you spent on baseball tickets, you think, well, I already spent $30 in my leisure and entertainment account, so if I have to pay for it again, I'll be spending it twice. So, some people just don't go. The majority of people are influenced by these mental accounts, and they don't treat equal amounts of money the same way. So how do we use the logic of mental accounts to influence consumer buying decisions? Let's say you're a manufacturer of chocolate. You advertise how good the chocolates are and try to get customers to spend nearly $100 on a box of chocolates for themselves. Most people won't be able to afford to do that because they'll be thinking about that purchase in terms of their own account of essential expenses. But if you advertise that chocolate is the perfect gift for a loved one, then the customer is likely to spend close to $100, because that's when it's coming out of the emotional bonding account. That's why you often see customers buying things they wouldn't normally use as gifts, which in their mind are two completely different accounts. Then let's say you're a remodeling company. The client feels that your renovation plan is too expensive. At this point, if you can make him understand that your renovation plan cleverly saves him 4 or 5 square meters, he might be very impressed. Because he will feel that it is saving money in the account that helped him buy the house rather than spending more money in the renovation account. Let's sort out this particularly interesting logic, the mental account. What exactly is a mental account? In fact, it is the same money will be divided into different categories in the mind, stored in different accounts. What we want to do is to change the customer's perception of the product, so that he is not willing to spend money from that kind of psychological account to be willing to pay for that account to go. At this time you will find that your customers are not really cheap, just your products, not in the range of the account he S willing to pay for it. Well, this is some logic about mental accounts. If you think you are interested in this topic, please follow my channel so that you don't miss out on more interesting bits of knowledge, and your attention is the best encouragement for this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video.